Hey there. Welcome to CyberPulse by Quantum Shield, the podcast where we make cybersecurity less intimidating and a lot more exciting. Every episode, we're diving into the latest digital drama, from sneaky hackers to the coolest defense strategies, all while sharing tips you can actually use. So grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's navigate this crazy digital world together.
Ever trip on a crack in the sidewalk? It's like, ugh, gotta be careful next time.
Happens to the best of us.
But imagine, instead of a scraped knee, that tumble takes down your entire organization.
Oof. Yeah, that's a much bigger problem.
That's what we're tackling today, the art of bouncing back from a cyber attack. Security incident recovery strategies.
The comeback story. Love it.
We're not talking about dodging the digital banana peel. We're talking about what happens after the slip-up. How to get back on your feet stronger than ever.
Exactly. Because, let's face it, incidents happen. The real test is how prepared you are to recover.
And we've got a treasure map of insights to guide us through this recovery journey.
Ooh, treasure map. I like it.
We'll be charting a course through 3 key areas. The pillars of incident recovery, you could say?
Yeah.
Data, systems, and communication.
The trifecta. You can't forget about one.
So buckle up, folks, because we're diving deep into security incident recovery strategies.
Let's do it.
First up, we've got to talk about the crown jewels of any organization. Data. Remember that feeling when you lose your phone and you realize, oh no, all my photos, contacts, everything, gone.
The worst.
Now, amplify that feeling by about 1,000 employees worth of data. Customer info, financial records, years of research, all potentially lost.
It's a nightmare scenario for any business. And unfortunately, it's more common than you might think.
So how do we avoid this data disaster? I mean, it's not as simple as just hitting Steer LS every now and then, right?
Definitely not. We're talking about a full-fledged, bulletproof backup strategy here. Think of it like an insurance policy for your business.
Okay, I like that. An insurance policy.
Yeah.
But what makes a good data backup strategy? What are the must-haves?
So first off, you got to make sure your policy is up to date. Imagine trying to use an insurance policy from 1999 to cover a modern cyber attack. Not going to happen.
Right. Things have changed a bit since then.
Exactly. It's the same with data backups. That's why we talk about backup integrity. It's not just about having a backup. It's about making sure that backup is actually usable, that it's complete, up-to-date, and accessible when you need it most.
Makes sense. So it's about more than just backing things up. It's about making sure those backups are like gold standard, ready to go backups.
Exactly. Think of it like you wouldn't want to discover your spare tire is flat when you get a flat tire, right?
Oh, tell me about it. I've been there.
Yeah. So regularly testing your backups, making sure you're using diverse storage locations, like don't put all your eggs in one basket. And of course, encrypting that sensitive data. Those are just a few ways to make sure your data safety net is rock solid.
Okay, so we've secured the crown jewels. We've got that data locked down tight. But what good is data without a kingdom to rule, right? Let's talk systems.
Ah, yes, getting those systems back online. Because a data backup is only half the battle, right?
Exactly. It's like having a key to a house that's been completely leveled.
Ouch, yeah. That's a vivid image. But that's why system restoration is so crucial and often overlooked.
So how do we approach this system restoration process? Do we just hit the reset button and hope for the best?
Oh, if only it were that easy. No. System restoration is a delicate process. Think of it like rebuilding a house after an earthquake. You wouldn't just start slapping on new paint without checking the foundation first, would you?
Definitely not. You've got to make sure the structure is sound before you start rebuilding.
Precisely. That's why a thorough assessment is critical before you even think about bringing systems back online. You need to identify any lingering vulnerabilities, security gaps, hidden backdoors, anything that might have contributed to the incident in the first place.
So it's like you're not just rebuilding, you're also doing some detective work, figuring out how the attackers got in the first place.
You got it. And while you're at it, why not reinforce the walls? This is your chance to not just rebuild, but to level up your security game.
I like the sound of that. Give me that security upgrade. What kind of upgrades are we talking about?
Oh, we can go down a whole rabbit hole here, but think multi-factor authentication everywhere, patching those zero-day vulnerabilities before they're even announced, tighten up those access controls.
So tight that even the CEO needs permission to log in.
Maybe not that tight, but you get the idea.
Love it. Okay, so we've got the data safe. We're rebuilding our systems stronger than ever. What's next on our incident recovery checklist?
Well, we've covered the tech side of things, but remember, security incidents aren't just about ones and zeros.
Right. We're talking about people. How do we communicate effectively during and after a security incident?
Communication is key. In fact, after an incident, clear, consistent communication can be just as vital as the technical recovery itself. We're talking about reassuring employees, keeping customers informed, making sure partners understand the impact, and of course, working with regulators.
Wow, that's a lot of people to keep in the loop.
It's all about stakeholder management, and transparency is absolutely crucial. Even if you don't have all the answers yet, be upfront about what happened, what you're doing about it, and what stakeholders can expect. Regular updates, honest assessments, and a clear plan forward, those go a long way in maintaining trust and credibility.
So it sounds like communication is an ongoing process, not just a one-time announcement.
100%. It's about building and maintaining trust throughout the entire incident recovery process.
This has been incredibly insightful. So to recap what we've learned today, data backups are like our insurance policy. System restoration is a chance to rebuild stronger, and communication is all about transparency and trust.
Couldn't have said it better myself. But here's something for you to ponder as we wrap up. The best security incident recovery plans, they aren't just checklists, they're launch pads.
Launch pads. I like where this is going.
Think about it. Every incident, even though it might seem like a setback, it's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to evolve your security posture. So the question is, how can your organization foster a culture of continuous improvement when it comes to cybersecurity?
That's a great question to leave our listeners with.
It's not just about bouncing back from an incident. It's about constantly learning, adapting, and getting stronger with each challenge.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive into security incident recovery strategies.
Stay safe out there.
And until next time,
Yeah.
keep those defenses strong.
Thanks for hanging out with us on CyberPulse. Remember, cybersecurity doesn't have to be scary. It's all about staying sharp and a little bit savvy. Keep learning, stay curious, and don't let those cyber gremlins get you down. Catch you next time, and until then, stay safe, stay smart, and keep crushing it online.